Have you ever thought about designing a portfolio inspired by a social media feed? Ew, why would you want that? Think about this. Oftentimes, the person viewing your portfolio has come from social media. They're coming from this place of endless scrolling, of endless dopamine hits. A place where their natural gesture is to just scroll and scroll and scroll. So maybe we could use that to our advantage. Maybe we treat our homepage as something that's more of this endless scrolling of this just beautiful imagery, this beautiful work. And it's mimicking the social media feed that we're all used to. I mean, you could just keep going. You just keep getting inspired by all this work, all this content. And I'm sure we could all agree it's easier to do that than to go hunting for work, page after page after page, click after click, just trying to figure out what someone can do, just trying to see their work. Because let's be real, most designers out there are still hiding their work. They're hiding it behind all these extra pages, all these wrong thumbnails. And something like this just brings it more out in the open. It's less work for your viewer to explore. If you don't want all that on your homepage, you can even do it like Anton did here, which is, again, this beautiful endless scrolling. And he actually has the work categorized by project, but still on display is this beautiful grid of just endless work. And I can just keep scrolling and scrolling and just experiencing the type of work that this person can do. And I really love the way Daniel does it here by just immediately getting to the work and just have this endless scroll. It feels like I'm just getting lost in this work, and it's just so inspiring, such an amazing experience to go through. Here's another example. Now, this is more visual and illustrations and things, but we can do this as well with any type of graphic design, any type of web design. You are able to do things like this. Just experience. Let people get into the experience. Like, for example, when I come to this portfolio, which is amazing, I absolutely love it, and I can sit here and scroll and I see this huge gallery of stuff, it makes me just want to explore more immediately, like almost just naturally keep exploring. But then it just ends. I'm like, no, I want to keep exploring more. Morgan's portfolio here has these beautiful images, and I only get 5 of them, 6, 7, and then 8. Oh, 8's a thank you. And then it's done. How cool would it be? And this work is amazing. This portfolio is great. How cool would it be if I could just sit here and just keep going and going and just exploring, because they have a ton of work here to share. There's so much potential to use this method, to use that connection from a social media feed to your portfolio design. We can use that to tell a better story. Now, you might be thinking that less is more, and in a lot of ways you're right, but it's really more about less conflicting work, less conflicting items that are getting in the way of things, getting in the way of your main call to action, the main story about who you are, your main work. So a better way to think about less is more is just think about curation. Be better at curating. Curate your work to tell a better story about who you are and what you do. And don't forget, it's not about the work you have done, it's about the work you want to do in the future. A lot of people get that wrong. And ultimately, when we think about how we share our work on our portfolios, it could be fun. It could be something that we take advantage of to treat them more like a feed, more like a scrolling experience that we can get those dopamine hits, just like on social media. Something to think about. If you've seen any portfolio designs that kind of have this endless scroll type feel, not necessarily endless, but just this continuous flow of work that you can just scroll through and kind of get lost in. Link it down below. I'd love to see more examples. And if you're looking for a platform to build your portfolio, I highly recommend Webflow. I've got my personal website there right now where I can show off some of my work, show off the other services that I want to do, like creating these commercials for designers, and of course, link off to courses. Webflow for me has just been so quick and easy, and it's so powerful. Trusted by some of the biggest creatives and companies that there are, but very soon I'm working really hard to try to finish it. I'm going to turn this site into a template so you can all use it if you want to, tweak it, make it whatever you want. Trying to hurry up and finish that so we can get that going. Still work in progress. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to tell you about this